Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Friday, the 17th day of August. We're going to continue now with our laws of Elul and Salichos for you. Salichos is always said at daybreak, very early in the morning. And the reason for that is because that's considered an Eis Ratzon, which means a time when Hashem is very close to us and very willing to accept our prayers. You do know that on that first Salichos that kicks off all of them, that one, some have the custom, a lot of people have the custom to do that one on Matzah Shabbos on Saturday night. Other people do it Sunday morning. But either way, it's most often done at the crack of dawn because that's a time of Ratzon. Hashem shows willingness then to accept our prayers. Okay, now when you're saying Slichos, it's best that you say them with a minyan. The parts that say Hashem, Hashem, Kel, Rachum, V'chanun, that's the part where we say all the great attributes of God and how He's very kind to us and merciful, etc. That one is supposed to be said only if you're with 10 men or more. You're not supposed to say that if you're saying Salichos on your own. Also, the paragraphs that are written in Aramaic, those are supposed to be said only if you're with a minyan. Now, you might not know the difference between which paragraphs are Hebrew and which paragraphs are Aramaic. I can only tell it to you loosely. You'll sometimes see paragraphs that are actually, they look harder to read. And longer words, and a lot of them end with sa, that kind of sound at the end. I'm sorry, that's not a real way to define it, but those are the Aramaic paragraphs. And those paragraphs also should not be said unless you're davening with a minyan. The reason is going to shock you. Here it is. The reason is because our rabbis tell us that the angels only understand our tefillos, our prayers, if they are in Hebrew, and the Aramaic they don't quite get. So if we were to try to send up our prayers with the angels through Aramaic, it would not it's hard for us to know what all this means, because we don't know what languages means in reference to angels, but this is what the Medrash tells us. And therefore, when you're davening alone, your tefillah, brought by the angels to the throne of glory, whatever that means, would not get there well if it was in Aramaic, because the angels wouldn't be able to relay it, whatever that means exactly. So, but when you're with a minyan, there's an extra added power because Hashem is very close to that and hears it more closely, and therefore with a minyan you could be saying all your prayers in Aramaic, etc. Bottom line is you're much better off saying Slichos together with the minyan if possible. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.